Hello and welcome to Gameweek 22 of Picking the Dream Team. I'm joined today by Aaron. It's been a while. How are we doing, Azar?
It's been a while, but all good. Glad to be back after quite a frantic Christmas and New Year period. But yeah, let's do this.
So we'll get straight into it. Maybe we'll look at our team from last week. Didn't do too badly. We got 58 points. Good captain choice. Hazard keeps blanking, which is a problem.
Yeah, it's a big problem.
Schindler -3 did not help. We can definitely do better. Apologies to Uri because I think he made the team himself.
No
But
apologies. I think he's got to learn through fire.
listen,
It's a crap team, was it?
we're
I'm
done
joking. It
with
was
the
good.
Christmas period. We've now got kind of just a clean slate of fixtures, so we can start looking at it. This week got some fixtures. Who's jumping out at us? I see the Chelsea one. That's my biggest one. Wolves, Wolves are a tough team to crack, especially for the top six this season.
Yeah, I do think that City are. No, I think look, Wolves are definitely a tough team, but I think City at home they got a bit more confidence going again now.
Yeah,
They could pump them, but I wouldn't look at it as a. I mean, it's not that Chelsea Newcastle caliber. Although we had a
yeah,
Chelsea Southampton a couple of weeks ago, which was a a little bit of a flopsy.
yeah.
Um, Even Liverpool Brighton, that's not a bad fixture to look at.
Not a bad one. Everton Bournemouth also. Don't know.
So
Everton.
tough.
It's a tough one.
They're
Let's
both
get
so erratic. Both teams, honestly, you have no idea what's going to happen with either of them.
Palace, Watford, Burnley, Fulham. You never know. It's a big week. There's a lot of
It's a
points.
very tough week.
But let's
It's
get
a tough
straight
week
into
for
it.
Clottery, I can see.
Yeah, we're struggling with that.
Yeah, we're not doing well.
54% average. Okay, so we'll start doing our transfers. We left these players in just because they are fillers, cheapest players. Just give us the best chance to make a solid team. Let's stick with tradition. Start with our goalkeeper.
Yeah,
Um,
100%.
the first one that jumps out at me is Heaton against Fulham. That's the first one.
Yeah, it's not a bad bet. Heaton against Fulham is a good option.
We've got Etheridge possibly against Huddersfield at home. I guess Edison. I don't know. It's
See, Edison's just so expensive. That's the problem, and he's not. I don't think he stands out any more than, like you said, Etheridge or even Heaton. So I think those
yeah.
would probably be our two options.
I like Etheridge. Huddersfield do absolutely nothing, and they don't have Aaron Moy, like their best player.
Yeah, no,
I
I
think
think
it's a good shout.
they're the lowest scorers in the league as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I'm sure they are. It wouldn't surprise me.
Um, I'm very keen for Etheridge. Let's do Etheridge. He's also
Let's do
cheap. He's
Etheridge.
cheaper
Cheap, easy.
than Heaton. Yeah, that's a nice little keeper there. All right, so obviously we said that City and Liverpool probably stand out quite a bit.
Yeah.
So who are you looking at Liverpool?
I mean, the question is Salah or no Salah. Let's go with that.
Yeah, that's a
Because
good question.
do we want him? Do we not? Because that's what we'll just base our team. Because he's the most expensive. So let's if we put him in, we put him in, then we work from there.
Exactly. So I mean, we can have a think. Salah, jeez, I think we have to look. I think anything that happens with Liverpool is going to happen through him.
Yeah, let's do it. Stupid
Yeah,
not
we
to.
got to do it. We got to do it. And they've just been knocked out of the FA Cup. They just lost to City. I think they're going to be looking to bounce back.
Yeah. Yeah, fair, very fair.
Okay,
Bit
Salah.
scared for
That
Brighton.
Yeah, a bit scared. That doesn't give us a lot of options for the rest of our team since he's just taken half our salary, but it's fine.
I have an interesting one that people have been talking about recently.
Yeah,
A very cheap forward, and that's Ashley Barnes from Burnley. I was still saying he's actually a good pick in FPL. I mean, he is playing essentially the worst defense in the league this week. So if any time he's going to perform, I mean, this is his best chance. Let's see his
let's have a
price.
look. That's 5.6 is very cheap. Um,
Very cheap.
yeah, I mean, if okay, I'm looking at his recent scores. So if I go back 4 weeks here, we got Arsenal 7 points. He scored there. Everton just the two. West Ham 4. He got an assist there. Huddersfield 7.
That's some good stat.
It's very good stats.
For
You know what? I think
5.6.
he's not a bad shot here. Like you said, it's against a proper poor defense. And we did just buy Salah, so a cheap player doesn't really
Let's
look
do
too
it.
bad for
Listen,
me.
he's a
Let's
third
do it.
striker.
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy with Barnes. Leicester are playing Southampton. Maybe Pereira's not a bad shot in defense there. 5.3.
Yeah, straight away.
He's been doing very well. I think we've got to put him in there.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we need to look at one or two City players. The real question is who, though. I think, it's going to be such a tough one. Pep didn't really do too much rotation in that FA Cup game, which doesn't help with our idea of team selection. Normally, you would think, okay, cool, he's benched this guy because he's going to start in the Premier League, but he's now just gone and played close to a full strength team.
We could go with like a Vardy.
Not a bad bet. Actually, definitely not a bad bet.
I mean, how much
he's
is expensive?
Okay, 8.9. He's not that expensive. Yeah, he's it's not cheap considering it's Vardy. There's no guarantee.
Let's look at our City players because that's kind of
Yeah,
tough.
let's definitely look at some City players.
It's who you think's going to play. I mean, I guess if we want a City player, the most locked-in player is Aguero, I think. For now.
Yeah, I don't see Aguero not playing.
Out of all those attackers,
it would be...
If you want that cover, because you could go Bernardo Silva, De Bruyne, David Silva, Sane, Sterling, the list fucking goes on. I guess you could do Sane. I don't see why Sane won't play.
Yeah, I don't think Bernardo Silva wouldn't play either. De Bruyne should, but like we've said, he should for the last few weeks, and he still just hasn't gotten into that starting lineup.
Yeah.
So I think De Bruyne is still too risky.
Yeah, De Bruyne is risky.
Bernardo Silva should. Sane should. I mean, even Sterling should. Aguero almost must, I think.
Yeah, I think Aguero will be starting.
So what do you think? City at home to Wolves, Aguero.
So what are the other options? Because you've got Spurs against United, not fantastic. Kane, obviously.
Not fantastic at all. So this is my thinking though. And I think we have to go City. My thinking is though that Aguero is not cheap. 11.2. Like if he was playing at Southampton and Newcastle or whatever, you'd think, okay, cool, let's go. Aguero is worth that 11.2. But I still think we need City players. So the only reason I'm saying that is maybe it's worth getting a slightly cheaper option.
Yeah. So like a Bernardo
Silva. Bernardo is 7.5. He's very cheap. I think we should get Bernardo Silva in there because he's cheap, and I think we've got to look at another City player as well. But let's maybe get him in there.
Okay, yeah, so let's put him in.
I think we've got to get him in
Bernardo
there.
And Aguero?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. That's not a bad bet.
So
I'm happy with that actually. I have a feeling we're going to see Bernardo assisting Aguero. I think we're both going to just jump out of our seats.
Yeah, I'll be very happy with that.
I'll also be very happy with that in fan tracks wise as well.
I mean,
but
if we had to have Hazard as well,
I think we've got to.
Let's put him in because he hasn't scored, which means nothing because that means he's just going to score more. Honestly,
yeah, he should exactly. Yeah, but you're not going to say he's not going to. He's not going to find form.
We're just going to have to find good, cheapy players.
How many players we still have to fill? We've got 5 spots to fill at 31. It's not great. Let's get some cheap players and get a better sense of what we're looking at. So maybe we look at, because we still need a third cheap bench player. So let's see who the cheapest.
We can get the cheapest and work off that.
Yeah, I think let's definitely do that because we've got the 2 cheapest defenders.
Okay, listen, I'll tell you what we must do because Hudson-Odoi is part of this cheap thing, and there is a possibility he plays. So just put him. He's 4.2. He's the lowest player. You may as well put him in and put him as a first sub. We're not going to play him, obviously.
Let me see. Why can't I find him? Okay, there he is. 4.2. Yeah, he is. Okay, so that's pretty much as cheap. Yeah, we may as well. All right, so let's put him in there. Okay, now let's look at budget players who are actually going to play. Look, we've got Wan-Bissaka at home to Watford.
Oh, definitely. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, I think we've got to do that. Yeah, I think we have to do that. Now we've got a half decent decent budget for our last three. We've got 23 to play to fill three spots. So,
We could
look,
put
we've
in.
got
What about like Alexander Arnold?
yeah, Alexander Arnold. He should be playing again.
Yeah,
I did have a look at him. Yeah, he'll definitely play. So I did actually see him when he popped up there. I'm happy with that. And then I also thought maybe, oh, where's he gone? Hang on a sec. Fraser or someone like that. Like it is at Everton, but
Yeah,
I mean for 6.1.
not a bad shot.
So okay, no, wait, maybe not because we've got two spots to fill. So we can either look, most likely we've got Hudson-Odoi on the bench. So we've got an expensive forward or an expensive midfielder. Because I don't think it's worth playing.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you're saying.
Yeah, so either we put Fraser or we find like a budget forward and put in a more expensive mid. Or obviously we can just put two players that are about 8.5 each.
Well,
So those are
pointless because
options there.
We've got three at the back, and then we can either go 3-5-2 or 3-4-3.
Yeah, I think most likely 3-4-3 if we've got Hudson-Odoi.
Oh yeah, of course. So 3-4-3.
Yeah, 3-4-3.
So
Yeah.
let's-
So, but what I'm thinking is either like it's still who we're going to pick now is still going to have to play and do well. But I'm thinking like one budget, one quite expensive, or we go two for like
Definitely.
8.5.
Let's go Fraser because he's playing Everton are not fantastic.
Yeah,
a great
exactly.
transfer.
And I'm looking at so I've got my maximum price here of 8.8 with the mids, and the only players. So he's the top of that list first of all,
I mean, you could go Sigurdsson.
and then you've got Felipe Anderson.
Sigurdsson.
Yeah, Sigurdsson, Fraser, I think wouldn't. Yeah, that all. Oh, Richarlison's maybe not a bad shot. Okay, so we've got Aubameyang against West Ham, Firmino, Wilson, Jimenez. No one's really.
looks cheeky there. For me,
Yeah, he's not bad. He's not bad. Firmino.
We can still pump Vardy.
Yeah, look, I don't mind. Yeah, we could actually do Vardy. We've got a lot of money to spare for Vardy.
Let's do that.
I read Vardy, hey?
Vardy and
What do
then
you-
we've
let's
got
do what?
literally 8.
Vardy or yeah, exactly. Let's do Vardy. I'm very happy with Vardy.
We could go.
And now let's see what we've got.
I rate it's between Fraser, Richarlison, Pereira. I'm liking Sigurdsson. That's for me, I think.
Let me have one more look at Siggy. All right. Honestly, no one's speaking to me. So if Sigurdsson's speaking to you, I'm happy to back that.
Sweet.
Let's do that. Okay, let's make these transfers.
Captaincy corner.
Yeah.
Aguero, Hazard, Salah. Yeah. I think I'm just feeling Hazard. Because he hasn't done anything, right? But like so fucking what? It's still Hazard.
But then you go look at Salah's 3 out of his last 4 game weeks are 12. And out of his last 6 game weeks, he's only had 2 2s, and there's been 3
Yeah,
12s
no,
and 1
insane.
21.
I do see. I know he's insane.
But that was okay. Arsenal at home, they demolished
Let's do
them.
Hazard. Fuck it. Everyone's going Salah. Let's just fucking go Hazard.
Yeah, let's do Hazard. I think you're right. Everyone is going to go Salah. Let's go Hazard. And Newcastle at home, they should really be pumping.
Yeah, they're not. They shouldn't be great. Okay,
Yeah,
we have.
I'm happy with that. That was actually an easy call. Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Okay,
Let's save
sweet.
this team.
Unreal.